The crew flew with him to Los Angeles, LA, some years ago. And he was so impressed with the service. Let's call him Mr. Otani. Otani was so impressed with the service that he told his secretary to invite the crew out for dinner and find out how many nights they'll be stopping at LA. It was a 3-night stop in LA. So when they arrived at LA, he arranged, through his secretary of course, to charter a plane to fly the crew down that evening from LA to Las Vegas. All the crew were invited, 18 of them. They were so excited. But there were a few, I think 4 or 5 didn't go. So anyway, Otani, his secretary, and about 12 or 13 of the crew flew down to Las Vegas. And Mr. Otani was very generous. He gave the crew each $2,000 to gamble in the casino. But he noticed that one of the stewardesses was walking around the casino, watching them playing the games of baccarat and the one-arm bandit or blackjack, roulette. But this girl was just walking around while the others were gambling. So he asked the girl later on, why aren't you spending the money? You can win maybe, if you gamble. She said, no, I'm trying to save up every cent. I said, for what? He said, I took a loan to renovate my flat, which I bought with my husband. And, Mr. Otani said, so you are saving this $2,000 to pay up your housing loan or renovation loan? She said, yes. He said, all right, how much did you borrow? He said, 30,000 Sing dollars. So he called the secretary, his secretary, and said, you gave her 30,000 Sing dollars. Give her a check. Okay? So the girl was so happy. Said, no, Mr. Otani, I can't accept it. No, you just take it. All right? And go and pay up the loan. Meanwhile, take the money and enjoy yourself. Don't be so stressed out. So the girl, of course, went and played some, jackpot machine. Of course, she lost a few $100. She's not used to playing gambling, so she stopped. And then they had dinner, and they stayed overnight. And each crew has a room, Mr. Otani was what shall I say, a big time high roller, yeah. So the hotel just said, okay, you want 15 rooms? Go ahead. We give you suite. I don't know which hotel was it, but it was in Las Vegas. And of course, everything ends well. Everybody was happy until when they arrived in Singapore. Few days later, the whole set of crew was called up. Those who went to Las Vegas were called up by the office. It seems some of the crew, a few of them, who did not go to Las Vegas, invited but didn't want to go, complained to the office about the crew accepting the Las Vegas trip and the money. They were so envious. It was their fault. They don't want to go. But now they are complaining against their own colleague. This crew are terrible. I've got a lot of stories about this cabin crew also. So the crew who received the money were chastised, got a reprimand from the office. And of course, the case was closed after that. Later on, I met this Mr. Otani's secretary, a gentleman called Daryl. He was a Singaporean. he was on my flight, and we got to know each other, and he told me the story. And he said, now Mr. Otani, my boss, is very pissed off with SQ crew. He won't invite any one of them anymore. Luckily, they didn't mention his name. Okay, so thank you very much for watching my video. And for those of you who want to support my work, maybe you don't skip the advertisement, the ads before the video or after the video, so you can help me to support. Don't skip the video. Don't skip the ads, rather. Thank you very much.